designer, are you having some challenges finding clients for your business? Are you trying to decide what you want to do? Do you want to do like Facebook and Google ads, but is the cost out of your budget right now? Are you looking into groups? What are you doing to try to find these clients that you want to work with to work on their projects? My name is Stacy Schilling. I'm a visual design expert. I'm the creator and owner of Stacy Schilling Education Design Hub, and I'm here to help make it easier on you to understand what you can do to find clients for your business. I will tell you, as a creative individual, I love nothing more than sitting in front of my computer and creating out a bunch of different concepts, whether it's web concepts, logos, illustrations, layouts for brochures, catalogs, you name it, I love to do it. I love to create things because as an artist, first and foremost, and a designer, I love to be creative and I love to take an idea and make it come to life and have it being something tangible and having people love what I do and love my work. That's great and all, but unfortunately that doesn't pay the bills if you don't have the clients to do the work for. One of the things that we as designers can get sort of locked up in and we can struggle with is finding clients to grow our business. That is probably one of the most challenging things for most designers. Not a lot of us are extroverts. Most of us are introverts. We like to be at home in front of our computers working 24/7 because it's fun and exciting. The idea of talking to another person makes us want to hurl. The idea of networking, and for me, I don't know about you, if you can relate to this, drop me a comment that says, hate the phone. I hate to be on the phone in business. Oh my goodness, I despise being on the phone. My clients knew that if they called me, I would not respond to their phone call. Even if they left me a voicemail, I would always tell them email me because you're more likely to get a response to me from an email than you would a phone call. And it's true because I would have my phone turned off, they would leave me a voicemail and I could care less about it. But if they sent me a message, I was online working, I could go see their message and respond immediately and they would hear back from me. So all my clients knew the best way to get a hold of me was send me an email. Don't call her, you'll never get a hold of her. But if you email her, you can find her because I can be found. And so with that, we as designers, we don't like to be on the phone, most of us. Some of us might, but most of us, we hate the phone. And I get it. Like you'd rather have communication via email or text. I get it. So how do you grow your business? Where can you find these clients? Well, if you've watched my video, and if you have not, I suggest you go to my video. The importance of creating a niche or niche, either way you pronounce it is fine by me, niche or niche. You've got to create your niche or your niche. So your niche or your niche is going to be the type of project you're going to work on or the industry. So either you're going to work in like the auto body industry or the food industry or the education industry, or you're going to work on a particular type of product, such as a website or a catalog or logos and contact cards and business cards, you know, your stationary business collateral pieces, whatever it is. What are your specialties in your business? Once you figured out your niche and either it's by a market or a type of product, now you got to go find these clients. So where do these clients exist? Well, they exist everywhere. If you live here on the earth, which I'm sure you do if you're watching this video, they're everywhere. The question is, how are you going to get to them? So a lot of it is going to depend on one thing in particular. No, it's not the sad little violin for sadness. It's money, money, money. We need to figure out how much money do we have to invest into marketing our business. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, how much money can I realistically afford to spend in my business to gain customers? Sometimes you might have an unlimited budget. Sometimes you might have a couple thousand. Some of you might have a couple hundred, and some of you might be pretty darn broke. It's completely understandable. So how are you going to find these clients that you want to work with to grow your business so you have more of this money? Okay? First thing is, Once you figured out your budget and how much you can spend, you want to make a list of what you would like to do. So just like when you go buy a car, you have a list of the things that you want in the vehicle. You want power steering, power door locks. You might decide because of the high gas prices, you want an electric vehicle. So you might decide that you want to get an electric vehicle or even a hybrid based on the amount of money the vehicles are. You might decide that you want leather seats versus cloth seats. You might want 2 doors versus 4 door. You might want a particular color. You might want a particular brand of a car. You might want like a CD player or an iPod attachment or an iPhone attachment or hands-free calling. There's a number of things that you want in your vehicle, right? So you're gonna make this laundry list of what you want in this vehicle, and then you're gonna have the price that you can afford. You have to ask yourself, based on the list that you've made of what you want in this vehicle and then the money you have to buy for this car, does it match? And sometimes your budget might not accommodate everything in the car. So you might have to eliminate some of those features, okay? Once you eliminate those features, it might allow you to get that car within your budget. It depends. It's the same thing that happens with your marketing and your business, okay? You've got to figure out what marketing do you want to do. So make a laundry list of everything that it is, everything, and then write down what that dollar amount is, okay? Once you have that dollar amount, if it doesn't match the list because you have more items than what your budget can allow, or if some of those items are expensive, you might have to take some of those expensive items out and move them to the long-term column, which is going to be, I'm going to do this in another year or another 2 years because my budget and my business doesn't accommodate those things, okay? When you find the things that you want to do that accommodate in your budget, now you've got to find a way to get yourself out there. But you're probably saying, Stacy, I don't have any money, or I have maybe $100. What can I do with $100? Well, you can pretty much do a lot with $100. You can start a Facebook group for your business and drive traffic to that Facebook group. So you can create posts, you can showcase your work, you can put your client testimonials in there. If you have case studies or stories, you can include them in there. You can do a Q&A session to where you're going to answer questions that people might have. You might go live and talk about your experience with a client. You don't have to mention the client's name, but how positive it was and what kind of problems did they have with their artwork before and what kind of solutions did you provide. You might have resources that you want to share with people. You might have links to sites that you might want to share. Put that in your Facebook group. It doesn't cost anything for a Facebook group, and fill it up. You could do like I've done and do a YouTube channel. You could do a YouTube channel that introduces you. You could give people a tour of your art studio or your design studio. You could feature some of your work. You can interview another designer. You can interview somebody. If you have somebody that works with you, you can interview them. You can interview one of your clients and do a YouTube video on that. It doesn't cost anything for a YouTube channel. You can do everything right on your phone, including editing if you choose. You could also create some ads, and you can create some flyers and go to your local Starbucks, Panera Bread, library, small businesses. You can leave these flyers or your business cards or postcards in these areas, and people that come and visit them, they can pick up your card or your brochure or your catalog or your postcard and take that information. You could do the old-fashioned thing, and now many of you may not have access to one of these, but you can go online and do it. You can get a phone book and you can call businesses or call people to see if they'd be interested in your products or services, depending on what you're offering. You can call another business and do an alliance. And with that, you can basically network with each other and share business back and forth. You can join a networking group. I've been participating in something unusual lately. I'll have to share that with you in a whole nother video, called a virtual dinner party. And that's been a pretty cool experience because I've been able to meet other entrepreneurs. And when I did that, I met a book author who introduced me to his publisher, who now wants to publish my book. Never thought that would ever happen, and I'm totally excited about it. So what else can you do to find clients for your business? LinkedIn is a great resource. What about an Instagram feed? What about creating an Instagram for your business and showcasing your work and putting up testimonials or design quotes that inspire you, that can inspire others? Putting your location. You can, if depending on how much money you have, you can join the Chamber of Commerce. Ask yourself, are there any other local businesses or business groups in the area where you live that you can join? Sometimes running an ad in the newspaper, depending on where you live and how much it costs, you can run an ad on the newspaper. Sometimes you might be able to run an ad. You might decide, I want to create a Facebook ad and run it for a week and pay like 20 bucks. And that Facebook ad could be directed towards your website or your Facebook group, and you're going to do a 5-day live or a 3-day live where you're going to answer a question about yourself or talk about your business, something that is going to offer some sort of solution to people's problems. You have to figure out, is there something else that you can use to market it? Can you collect emails and create an email marketing list and create a marketing list and do a marketing campaign? Now, the marketing campaign doesn't have to go out every week. It could go out once a month or once every quarter. You can send it out and highlight a client of the month that you loved and include their testimonial. You can showcase off some of your work that you've done. You could offer a special. So maybe it's the holidays and you want to offer people a discount around that time of the year. It's your business, so you can decide what you want to do with your business. You just got to figure out what you want to do. If you need more help and more ideas and suggestions, you need to go to my website, stacyshirling.com. You need to click on the link that says private lessons and sign up for 5, 10-hour, or 20-hour lessons, and we'll be able to work one-on-one and sort of rehash some of these items to figure out how you can continue to grow your business. Have a great day, designer. Bye.